Hello, and welcome to this latest podcast to help your animal to be as healthy and happy as naturally as possible. I'm Suzanne, and I'm founder of Taranet, a leading international natural animal healthcare resource at taranet.co.uk. For many years now, I've been trying to promote the benefits of natural therapies for animals, whether that's through complementary therapies or other holistic techniques. So, in this edition of my podcast, I'm going to give an overview of some of the natural therapies you can use to help your animal if they are scared of thunderstorms. Now, thunderstorms can be really terrifying for many animals, whether that's your cat, dog, horse, or other animal. The charging electricity in the atmosphere, together with the bangs of the thunder, can really make an animal feel on edge and really worried and really anxious generally. But there are several complementary therapies you can use to help. Of course, you do need to plan in advance so that you have the ability to help calm your animal when you know a thunderstorm is coming. It's a bit late to worry about it when it's actually happening. So do prepare in advance. So you may want to come back and listen to this podcast again in future. So first of all, what can you use to help that is natural? Well, number one would be essential oils. Essential oils aren't just things for humans to use as scented candles or to put in our bath water to make us smell nice. Essential oils are really beneficial for animals too. So there's a variety of ways you can use essential oils to help your animal. Sometimes it can be helpful just to offer the essential oil to your animal. It's important not to force the oil on the animal. If they don't like the smell of it or don't want to go near it, then don't make them. But they will help select their own remedy. But some essential oils are really widely thought to help any kind of animal to be more relaxed, such as lavender. Lavender is an essential oil that's been researched and proven to help horses and other animals to be less stressed in different situations. And certainly lavender is soothing. So it may be you can use these essential oils through having a bit on your hand or putting a tiny bit on their coat and massaging into them so they have a little aroma on their coats. Or you could put a couple of drops in their bedding, or if it's a horse, put it on their rug. But certainly essential oils are an easy way. I would say though, always check the quality and the purity of the essential oil that you use. There is quite a lot of different products on the market, and some of them are more natural than others. So for instance, some don't have organic or a pure source. Some of them are mixed up with other things, or they are artificially produced. Natural is best. The pure as possible is best, but beware that that does mean they might be strong, but definitely always better to use natural products on your animal to get the best effects and to have less risk of any complications. I would say as well that you can find many essential oil for animals practitioners around the world. So it may well be helpful, particularly if your animal has a really terrible phobia and you really want to get the best out of essential oils, to have a consultation with one of these. Essential oils for animals, it's called zoopharmacognosy. So these practitioners are called zoopharmacognosy practitioners. And so there are many around the world. And your veterinary surgeon too might be able to help. If you have any questions on this, then please do email me at info@taranet.co.uk. So what's next? Number two, top therapy I think to help your pet cope with thunderstorms is back flower remedies. Now, for anybody who's followed me on this podcast before or has seen any of my other blogs or my website, I really do think back flower remedies are amazing. They are incredibly simple, but they are extremely effective in many situations. There are 38 different remedies that you can choose from. So obviously it's quite a few, and it's never best to give more than 5 or 6 at once, though I personally think a couple at once is more than enough, because there are 38 to cope with different emotions. So for instance, mimulus is one remedy. that is really helpful to relieve anxiety. Some things are better if your animal is, it's going to be upset by a certain noise. So say a thunderstorm's coming and it knows that that's what it's scared of. But sometimes animals might be scared of thunder because really do not know what it is. Is it a really loud lorry rumbling down the road? Is it an aeroplane that's really scared and don't know what it is and where it's coming from? So different remedies will be suitable for where it's a fear of the unknown as opposed to the fear of the known. And there are other remedies such as rescue remedy, which is actually a combination of a few back flower remedies. So it's like the 39th, I suppose you could say. And that's helpful too to alleviate shock situations, so where fright is happening. But again, there are actually other kind of components of rescue remedy can be used individually too. So with back flower remedies, they usually come in a little pot with a little pipette. Never ever, I cannot emphasise this enough, never ever put the pipette into the animal's mouth. I've seen some horrifying videos on YouTube from people advocating putting the pipette, dropping it into the animal's mouth. That is so dangerous. You don't know if an animal's suddenly going to shut its mouth. You can't be sure that it won't. And if they bit onto that, that would be extremely dangerous and quite, potentially life-threatening. So why do that? Personally, I always use back flower remedies through putting some drops onto their food or onto a treat. That is another way to do that. So, for instance, with my horse or dog, I would put it onto their a treat, like a little bit of biscuit or something like that, to help them have the remedy. Or you could put it into their water or onto their paws so they lick it off as well if it's your cat or your dog. So again, that's number 2. I think back flower remedies are an excellent choice to consider. Again, so you do obviously need to use these, find out which ones you want so you can use them at the time, so find out in advance. There are again many back flower remedy practitioners for animals around the world, so it might be worth getting a consultation with one of those. You can actually also complete an online level 1 course for yourself from the Back Centre based in the UK. They do an online course around the world. It's available, and that enables you to learn more about back flower remedies generally, and you can apply some of that knowledge to yourself to help your own animals at home. There are further back centre courses you can complete to help animals, but as a general basic overview, the online course, level 1 course, is really helpful. I've completed it myself, so I can say it's really useful. And the third and final way to help your animal cope with the terror of thunderstorms would be a massage. So any animal virtually can benefit from massage. Massage, is important to say, is not the same as grooming. Massage is long, slow strokes generally, really along different muscle lines of the body. And it can be really helpful to ensure your animal feels less stressed. Obviously, when you're doing massage, it helps unstress you too, but you should approach it in a way that your animal is going to enjoy. So it can help take the edge off stressful situations. And I say massage is not just for muscular issues or joint problems. It really is helpful as an emotional level too, and can just be soothing and relaxing. Obviously, if your animal doesn't want it, they will often, particularly if it's your cat or your dog, they might shake or try and walk off. Don't force them, but certainly massage can be useful just to help your animal. So it might be that you want to use massage strokes along the back and along the shoulders as a way just to soothe and relax them. And I say usually it helps also to increase your bonding between you both as well. So yeah, there's 3 top therapies there that I recommend for helping your pet or horse cope with thunderstorm terror. Number 1 is essential oils, or zoopharmacognosy as it is called. Lavender is a very popular essential oil, but that's not the only one that can help cope with frightening situations. Number 2 is back flower remedies. Again, it's a really great therapy for helping to use in advance to ensure your animal is not scared. I say rescue remedy is the 39th, if you like, remedy, a combination of 5 different black flower remedies that can be used actually in a frightening situation to take off the terror. And the third therapy I recommend is massage for pets. Again, you can take many courses around the world on horse owner or pet owner courses for massage. So it might be worth something to think about in the longer term to enable you to be able to help your animal effectively, so you can know what you're doing. So I hope that's been useful, and if you've any questions, then please do look at my website at taranet.co.uk, where I've got lots of information on a variety, dozens of complementary therapies for animals, and pet blog, an actual pet care blog too, and training advice and lots of other things too. So please have a look, and until next time, goodbye.